So we got Ash Crypto posting this. Over $2 trillion has been wiped out from the crypto market in the last 140 days. Bitcoin, guys, is down about 50%. Ethereum's down 62%. XRP down 56%. BNB coin down 57%. Link is down 66%. Solana down 68%. ADA is down 70%. OP is down 85%, and low caps are all down 90%. This is why sentiment is crap right now in crypto, and this is why crypto Twitter feels dead. Look at Bitcoin, guys, on the daily. We were optimistic yesterday, I got to admit. A lot of us were optimistic yesterday. Looks like Bitcoin is heading back to $60,000 per coin. So this is the daily. Obviously, the direction looks like it's heading south. Will Bitcoin form a base, or will it break through this level with conviction? I've got my thoughts. Yesterday, I put up a little poll with regards to XRP price. Here's a good exercise. I said, do you think we'll A, form a base above the blue line, or B, butt up against resistance below the blue line? And I posted this chart. This is when we saw XRP starting to rally after it did come down past these lows. And I knew people would respond in this way. I knew it. A, form a base on top of it. People were feeling bullish at the moment. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it was a trap. So that was just under 24 hours ago. It was a trap. Look at the XRP chart right now. We've got that blue line at about $1.34. And now XRP, although the majority of voters thought that we were going to form a base above that, now XRP is firmly below that blue line. I mean, I guess it could shoot back up again, but chances of that are very low. We had 72.7% people thinking that it would form a base, while 27.3% said that it would butt up against it and make new lows. So guys, I knew this was going to happen. Subscribe to lock in. I have yet to deploy my capital. I know others have already started to deploy their capital, like Blockchain Backer. Today, I'm starting daily auto down cost averages at about 2% per day. I've sat still since February the 5th, but I'm initiating dollar cost averaging today. In the event of bigger pushes down, I'll likely manually make bigger entries. So he was talking about this in his latest video, and I believe he did talk about it in the video he did before that. I don't know if you guys are avid followers of the Blockchain Backer or not. Chances are, if you're an XRP, you've probably heard of him. Another friend of mine, Rob Art, BTC has dropped 52%, XRP 70%. Sure, they can both fall further. However, this is the macro accumulation phase. Buying here and lower is now my primary focus. Chase good entries. Don't attempt to catch the bottom. We're going to try our best to get to the lowest price possible, but yeah, no one's ever going to catch the bottom. Don't think that it's an easy feat, but we're going to try our darndest. Getting the lowest cost average possible is now my primary goal. And my Patreon subscribers are going to see me do it. And they're going to know first at what price I get in to XRP and a handful of other cryptocurrencies that I've planned on purchasing. Fear and greed is now at 11. Market cap is down by another 0.69%. We've got crypto RSI that is oversold. Down to 39.03, although we have not seen a huge bleed out yet. Within the last 24 hours, everything is down by a little bit. Bitcoin Cash actually down 10%. Everything else by 1% or lower. So why is this happening? Why the continuous bleed for cryptocurrencies? I guess I should talk about price. At the moment, we are seeing one XRP going for about $1.33 as of the time of this recording. Let's just bring up Bitcoin real quickly here. One Bitcoin now going for 63.6. So 60,000. Are we going to revisit that number? Well, the Clarity Act was just stalled again. This could be part of the reason why we are seeing these new lows. Approval odds just collapsed from near 90% to 39%. Now it's at, well, at least as the time of this screen grab, it's at 41%. This tweet from Rand Neuner, and he's saying this is as Bitcoin printed one of the largest dollar drawdowns in history. That timing is not a coincidence, he says. Negative news narratives definitely do play an impact or have an impact on this, I guess I should say. Quarter one, as we're seeing here, Bitcoin quarterly returns down 24.53%. Boy, we have not seen a negative quarter one like this since 2018. I guess March has not occurred yet, so maybe there's still some hope. Maybe. Let's keep going on. Okay, so with regards to the Clarity Act passing, this is, I believe this is from Polymarket, so this will fluctuate. And Dan Gambardello also just did comment on this. What I wanted to comment on was a Symmetry Labs tweet here. Tony, he says it's a big move, but I look at it differently. When odds drop from 72 to 42%, that's not games, that's risk being repriced. Regulation is never linear, it moves in waves. 42% isn't bearish, it's reset in expectation. So the real question, does capital lean in on weakness or does momentum fade? Very, very good question. You know, this is the government we're talking about, guys. Governments are never efficient as far as I'm concerned, at least not in the West. Crypto liquidity just hit levels last seen during the FTX collapse, so we're seeing liquidity levels dwindle as well. Coin Bureau posted this, so USDT supply has fallen over $3 billion in 60 days, matching conditions near Bitcoin's 2022 bottom. When stablecoin supplies shrink, it means investors are pulling capital out. But historically, these liquidity contractions have appeared near the end of sell-offs. So maybe some positive news here. You guys can see it in there. Liquidity sell-off there, the 60-day market cap. You can see it back here too in 2023 and in September 23 and also in January of 2023 before we did see the market cap change for, well, this is for Bitcoin specifically. So maybe another good metric to be paying attention to. And then we have President Donald Trump. He is going to be delivering the annual State of the Union address to Congress. This coming from Stacey Rowland. He's also going to be addressing digital asset federal policy. So this is where U.S. leadership in digital assets and emerging technology is expected to feature or to be featured prominently. Setting the tone for the week, the White House convened its third round of discussions with banking and crypto industry representatives to seek alignment on stablecoin yield treatment ahead of a self-imposed March 1st deadline. So guys, hopefully we get some positive news out of this. Hopefully we do get some kind of narrative that'll help bolster crypto. Reports indicate the dialogue focused on draft White House language that would prohibit yields on idle balances while permitting rewards tied to specific activities. She goes on to say, at Ethereum Denver, SEC Chair Paul Atkins previewed Project Crypto's ambitious upcoming agenda. In addition, the SEC updated its staff position on payment stablecoins in net capital calculations. Internationally, the Financial Action Task Force approved the release of two new reports on digital assets, one examining risk associated with offshore virtual asset providers and another addressing vulnerabilities linked to stablecoins and decentralized finance. So that is the roundup, guys. That is what we are to expect coming very soon. And, market does move with narrative. This is just how it goes, right? Market moves with narrative, and the narrative right now, unfortunately, isn't too great. So Bitcoin retesting 60,000, going lower. I'm now thinking really seriously about where I'm putting those buy orders in, but I'm going to be letting my Patreon subscribers know where first. Nick Crypto Crusader also bringing up a few points here. So he's also asking, is this the bottom? I have no idea, and any expert telling you is lying. This is the thing, right? We can best guess, but we don't know where the bottom's going to be. Reason for him buying, okay? Take a look at these 5 points. Fear and greed for Bitcoin is at 5. So not the entire crypto space where we can see it at 11, but fear and greed for Bitcoin specifically is at 5. Sentiment is completely dead. The crowd is basically gone. RSI is at its historical ATL, all-time lows across the board, and it feels uncomfortable to be buying right now. Well, if you're a seasoned veteran, it doesn't. But this is actually a very exciting opportunity for me, knowing that my cost average for Bitcoin selling in 2025 was $104,000, and I cost averaged way lower. I've been cost averaging over 2 cycles, though, so kind of unfair. I mean, I guess the flip side to that was I did round trip in 2021 when I should have sold off, learned a lot there, and now I'm happy I did sell my Bitcoin and my XRP when I did. So a lot of negative factors converging to set up a good narrative as to why we should buy. And guys, if we take a look at the social factors, Eric Trump has removed several of his previous crypto-related tweet posts from X. Now, I don't think that this is necessarily negative for crypto, but what about for the Trump family's stablecoin? Trump's son removes tweet of earlier WLFI posts. So this is WorldFi. It briefly dropped over 8%. USD1 briefly breaks its peg to 98 cents. So this is a Trump-related stablecoin. Blockbeats News on February the 23rd, according to monitoring Eric Eric Trump, the second son of the former president, did delete his tweets with regards to WLFI. And speculators are speculating as to why he's doing this, perhaps affected by this behavior. WFI experienced a short-term drop to over 8%, now trading at around 11 cents. That can't be right. Maybe 91 cents is what they meant. The USD1 stablecoin temporarily unpegged to 98 cents, 98.02 USDT, and is now trading at 99.66. So what the heck happened? Why was he deleting tweets? WLFI rumors are very, very, very serious, says Dell Crypto. Many are preparing for a major scandal to be released. Could we see a scandal? The rumors indicate evidence exists. That's all I know at this time. So we don't really know too much, at least not yet. Vincent Van Code down here just commenting on this tweet thread. Yeah, his legal team told him you are not licensed or qualified to give financial advice. This is crypto newbie stuff 101. If you're online and you're not qualified, we say this all the time, not financial advice. Me personally, I give my opinion, but I'm not telling you what to do. Maybe some people will take it as Eric Trump is telling them to buy, or maybe he actually did say you should buy this cryptocurrency, which is a huge no-no. Vincent Van Code continuing by saying his lawyer also needs to go and speak to Saylor and say the same thing. Stop telling people to buy stuff. Yeah, agreed. Everybody is responsible for their own portfolio. I always say it's your hard-earned money. You have to spend it the way you see fit. I spend my hard-earned money the way I see fit. This WLFI situation is crazy. Okay, this coming from Chris Coffey here. He reposted this video clip. It's a 6-minute clip from Zach XBT. I'm not going to play you guys this clip, but I will link it in the description of the video if you're interested. Zach announces a major insider trading investigation dropping February the 26th. USD1 nearly depegged today. Eric Trump allegedly deleted some WFLI claims it was a coordinated attack, and Eric Trump posted about WLFI later or after that. So here is the official statement, WLFI. Boy, that does not roll off the tip of your tongue. A coordinated attack was launched against USD1 this morning. Attackers hacked several WLFI co-founder accounts, paid influencers to spread FUD, and opened massive WLFI shorts to profit from the manufactured chaos. It did not work. Thanks to USD1's sound mint and redeem mechanism and full one-to-one backing, we are trading steadily at par. I wanted to bring up the USD1 trading pair. So it was USD1 to USDT. And on the hourly chart, I'm sure we can see that dip. Wow. Yeah. Ouch. So a peg 1-to-1 for $1 even would be right around there. It did dip down a little bit. And then, whoa, look at that. Liquidity. Here, I just got to take that off auto. Went all the way down to 99.9924. So dipped down, wicked down, and then came right back up in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So the official account is saying no scammer can shake the long-term commitment of the entire WLFI team and co-founders to USD1. We encourage users to rely only on verified channels and accurate information. It's concerning to hear about alleged coordinated attacks, paid FUD, and large short pressure all hitting at once. If USD1 really held its peg through that, it doesn't suggest the mint and redeem mechanisms absorb the stress. Moments like this are where clear, verifiable communication matters most to maintain confidence. And that just goes for all cryptocurrency projects. Guys, the FUD is here. Negative news narratives continue to come. XRP right now, as of the time of this recording, trading in and around $1.33. I personally still think there's more downside to be had. And if you want to see at what price I'm going to be buying the XRP dip to maximize profits for this next cycle, you guys, where I sell all kinds of cool Bearable Guy merch, XRP merch, and other fun things. Check it out if that's something you're interested in. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.